So in this video, we are going to go through how to make a technology project really transformative. So the problem for the clients and for you is to really make a difference. What is a simple tech project and how far they have to go to be able to make this a real business transformative project. And it's really anecdotal and it's really hard to um, make it tangible. So what we try to do is that before you are going to get like stories you are able to tell, give you a little framework which is going to help you to show the clients the additional work need to be done to push through the technology project and make sure it's not just a successful project but also transformative for their business. So what that means if a tech project is not transformative. Let's say a typical example of an executive has a problem with reporting, right? And they don't have like a cash flow report, they don't have KPIs, they can't measure things, and they browse the internet and find an application, and they see the outcome of an application exactly what they need, right? Oh, I wish I have this report. That's great. That's good. Great. And they jump into this tech project. They call you. They already decided what to do. They kind of understand the backend. And nothing really happens after that, like a Power BI project or any type of dashboarding application. So why this is happening? Because if you think each and every technology project is delivered by identify the pain. I had a reporting problem. Opportunity. Oh, we need a dashboard software or BI software. Select a technology solution, Power BI, and deploy that. Here we are. And that's basically every technology project go through. The better technology projects are more identification, more here or there, maybe training, whatever. But essentially, they are missing the beat of we need a positive return on our investment. So that's the highest level to make sure by the end it's going to be transformative. So how we get there? What those extra steps we have to make sure we do to get those there? So first is not just identify the problem and pain and challenge reporting, but identify the business problem, opportunity, and the impact on financials. So, give you an example. It's not just like for the executives having a problem that I don't see that report nicely. I cannot make a decision, or I'm frustrated and I'm going blind. I'm not able to make effective decisions or trust data. That means I'm slower. I can't commit to things. I feel frustrated and, having a lot of stress, right? So we can actually articulate the impact of this problem. And even you might be able to put to financial sometimes is that like we lost a big deal because we couldn't make a decision on time. And that's like a financial, problem. So the digital transformation project is going to identify those. Just for you as a note, when you do a DX discovery project, you're going to have the interviews, and on those interviews, you are going to collect those information. So that's just a side note. Next one, the DX project. Determine the metrics, baselines, and required outcomes to be able to validate the business result. So now we need to understand how we're gonna measure the success of this digital transformation project, like this reporting. How we can actually measure the success. We're gonna close our books on the 5th of every month, or that's gonna be each and every Monday morning. I'm going to have a sales report from last week. So what is actually the outcome? How we can measure the success, not just having a nice tool. So the desired outcome need to be defined. Again, your if you do the DX discovery workshop, you're gonna have the um, when you create the case, that's gonna be items for that to what success look like and how we're going to measure the success. So that's going to be answered there. So it's not really a huge deal. You're going to do that, but it's really great to see here. The next item is managing transformation project with the technology project as well. So managing the technology project is okay, who is going to deploy this solution, who is going to integrate this and that. That's the technology part, but like the transformative part is educating people, create the bridge between the different departments, understand these soft components of rejection, why people are hesitant to trust these systems or give the data or incorporate that to a different process. So many times that should be done by them, but if you have them to understand these processes, you are not just able to handle the tech part, but understanding that this is a change for them, for each and every individual part of that. The executive have to learn about the dashboard. The finance people have to put these, you know, numbers together. The marketer shouldn't be like afraid of these numbers, like not making them more accountable, things like that. The number four is the related to the DX project is collect and share those KPI reports to show progress and ROI on tech project. So what that means is that we have the success criteria, then we start actually tracking how many times we were able to close the books on the 5th of the month, how many times we get on Monday morning 8 a.m. the last week's sales data. So it's not a humongous amount of like job. Is just we want to make sure that actually what we started that we are going to be able to measure, and that is going to lead us to the final step to validate that the technology solution achieved the required business outcomes. And many times retrospectively seeing like where what we wanted from the project and what we end up having, and these projects are not really like linear stuff. It's already like iterations. We want to understand that there is a chance for the Monday morning report is going to be the second, third, or fourth iteration of this project, but we have the value, just have the report. I can pull up the report. Next one. Every month we have this report because we need a lot of time to clean out the data. After that, we start inputting proper data so we don't need to clean out, so we are able to have regular reports, probably, Tuesday, Wednesday. And the last iteration, when we are so clear, the process is so dialed, the information is so clear that bang, Monday morning we get these reports. But our job is done on the fourth iteration, not on the first. So we want to make sure, therefore, we have those. We still can push through many follow-up projects, which wasn't on the plan, but we are able to kind of claim to make sure that we are going to have the engagement till this complete solution is done. So these are the 5 practices. You can go through this as an example here, and also I would like you to send those materials to your clients as well. So it's much easier for digital maturing group create this content and you send it as an authority rather than you create a blog and you send them like, hey, that was me. Many times they see you as an individual locally available, but digital maturing group branding is going to give you more, give them more confidence that you have the backend, you have the value and the bench to ship those services. Thank you very much.